Primary schools to be dismissed earlier than usual tomorrow as preparation of schools for SEA examinations begin. TPP starts election campaign with first public meeting. Houses and land parcels distributed to Tobagonians, and in sports, Tyreek Hosford retires from track and field. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Monday, March 18th, 2024. Now to our top story. Primary school students will be dismissed from school at 11:30 tomorrow as the schools prepare for the secondary entrance assessment exam, which will be administered on Thursday, March 21st, 2024. In a memo from the Ministry of Education today, stated that all invigilators are required to be at their assigned schools on Tuesday, 19th March for 12:30 p.m. to assist with the organization of examination rooms and to review the invigilation process along with the assessment supervisor. The memo further stated that all primary schools and private candidate centers will be closed on Wednesday, 20th March as part of the quality assurance process, which will also allow them to perform safety and quality checks. Furthermore, security personnel will be doing visual inspections on Wednesday at the schools, for which principals, vice principals, and the senior teachers are required to be present. Only authorized personnel will be allowed on the school's premises during the examination period. Well, the Tobago People's Party held its first public meeting for the year. This meeting marked the start of their political campaign for the upcoming general and THA elections. The meeting was held in Speyside, and Biana Brebner has the story.
At the meeting held at Speyside High School, youth speaker Dwayne Nurse called for more youthful activism in politics.
We need more youth activists, from the youngest to the youngest of heart. I know and I understand that for some of us young people, the zeal to get into politics is reserved for the older folks who sit and play draft by the block. But I want to beckon you that it begins in the very first day your youngest child enters preschool. Because somebody said it, I don't want to call the person name, very profoundly. Our future for tomorrow is in the book bags of our young people. But I even want to go a step further and say that it is our very young people who are the future for tomorrow. Hence the reason why it is imperative you young people and the young at heart register yourself, come into this fight, and let us wage war on behalf of Tobago.
Meanwhile, Assistant Secretary in the Division of Education, Research and Technology, Councillor Orlando Kerr, touched on some of the current administration's accomplishments within 2 years they have been in office. He noted plans to install lights at the recreation field in Louisdor. He also spoke on the topic of Tobago's autonomy.
I cannot leave this stage and then talk about autonomy, because that is the next one at Timoko. So that lately, autonomy has become the biggest political issue. And I'm saying to us as Tobagonians, autonomy is not a political issue. Autonomy is an issue for every single Tobagonian, regardless of your political affiliation.
Interim political leader of the party, Fali Augustine, said although his team has been through some turmoil, they have made significant accomplishments under 2 years.
In agriculture, we employed over 150 young people, and in health, we employed over 350 young people. The Palatuvier fishing depot that never got started, phase 1 is completed, and phase 2 is about to begin. The Stolly Park fishing depot, any use for donkey years. The fellas selling outside on piece of old wood, never used. We came into office, renovated it, upgraded it, and we installed the food hub. So much so that the food hub, they sell food. People go in there and play all fours. They keeping party there. They keeping lime there. They're selling fish there.
He said efforts are underway to develop a Tobago-centric education curriculum. He also highlighted the refurbishing of the Shore Park complex and intentions to establish a public service academy. Brianna Brebner, Tobago Updates, Television News.
The Division of Settlements, Public Utilities and Rural Development hosted a housing distribution and land allocation ceremony last Friday at its division office in Glen Road with the aim of clearing some of the backlog of applicants. Trevicia Phillips tells us more.
Assistant Secretary Niall George opened the ceremony by emphasizing the importance of having a place to call home.
Today, this afternoon marks a monumental occasion because a home is a safe environment, an environment that is needed for growth, that is needed for prosperity, that is needed for health. And we at the Division of Settlement are very happy to provide this opportunity to Tobagonians across the island.
Secretary of the Division, Ian Pollard, acknowledged concerns regarding the housing draw conducted 2 years prior for the Rise Land housing project. He reassured attendees that despite challenges, efforts were underway to address pending matters diligently.
Now I must inform you that is an IADB project. And NIPDEC as the project manager. We have been asking them for daily reports as to why, after 2 years, we haven't started. And I got a report last week stating that the RFP is outstanding or it's in progress. They are now formalizing the loan. It's pending. The tender for design bill, awaiting no objection from the IADB and the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development in Trinidad.
Additionally, Secretary Pollard outlined upcoming projects at Sherburne, Adventure, and Adelphi, detailing the expected construction units and land parcels to be developed in each location.
At Sherburne Housing Development, we are expecting to construct 447 units. At Adventure, we are expecting to construct 140 units. And 36 to 47 parcels of land in Adelphi in Mason Hall.
Highlighting bureaucratic hurdles faced, Pollard expressed concerns regarding delays in receiving guidance and approvals.
Tobagonians must know that there's a concerted attack on Tobago and Tobagonians and hindering us from progressing. We applied to the Tongue and Country Planning for guidance and our approval. The office is located just down the streets. It took them 95 days to respond to our correspondence. Adelphi, Adventure and Adelphi, it took them 64 days to respond to give us guidelines.
The housing draw proceeded with categories such as applications within the system for 18 years and above and applications of the First Citizens Young Homeowners Program. Trevicia Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
Still to come, intervention being made regarding school violence at a Tobago secondary school, and later TN Tech introduces SCA hotline. Stay with us.
Represent Sunday, 24th March, Glamorgan Youth Foundation Annual Regatta. Only the toughest will survive. Watch as teams viciously compete in various events. Triathlon, obstacle course, and bamboo raft race on the Great Dog River. Only the bravest of sea dwellers dare race on the waters of Richmond Bay. Principal Pan After Party campaign powered by the Street 91.9 FM Tobago. Cash prizes to be won and so much more. Action starts at 8:30 a.m. down at Richmond Bay. For more information, please contact 375-3835 or 776-9193. So, who will you represent?
It's March Madness at Standard Distributors Limited. Get $100 back for every $1,000 you spend. Major appliance deals on Frigidaire, Hyacinth, Samsung, and more. Plus, same-day financing options available. Don't miss out. Sale ends March 31st. Standard, never beaten on quality and prices.
Tobago on Easter Monday, the 1st of April. We get ready to hush in full bloom. The all-inclusive breakfast party from 5 a.m. till 12 noon at Mount Irving. Performing live, I Will Joy, because the stage not good again. And Poetic.
We don't be young, but we beat somebody.
Featuring John Boy and Ezel, Assassin and Smalls, Agent B, and Loud and Bashing, Selected 3D, and Snoopy. Tickets are $600. Available at Island E-Tickets, Jade Monkey, Ice Thing, and Ted Arthur's leather stores. For more info, 721-1992. Hush in full bloom. The all-inclusive breakfast party.
Welcome back. A school-based violence intervention assembly was held at the Mason Hall Secondary School last Friday. This is as a result of recent instances of violence at the school. Secretary of the Division of Education, Zorisha Hackett, clinical traumatologist and youth specialist Hanif Benjamin, and Officer Damian Mills spoke at the assembly, each giving their input on the matter. Ariana Sipiu has the story.
Education Secretary Zorisha Hackett said the Mason Hall Secondary School's brand is being threatened by senseless acts of violence and admonished the staff and students to protect the school's brand.
Protecting the MHSS brand requires more than just words. It demands action. It requires that each and every one of us, from the Division of Education, right here in the school, the TTPS, Student Support Services, parents, and you, most importantly, your students.
Traumatologist Hanif Benjamin acknowledged the many hardships that students may be facing which could cause them to act out at school.
Going to school is not an easy thing. Going to school and learning is not an easy thing because you are dealing with challenges every single day, correct? Challenges that probably we don't even know about. Problems at home, problems with poverty, problems with family, correct?
Officer Damian Mills of the TTPS noted that the basis of conflict is a person failing to see the other person's perspective. He stressed the importance of respecting each other's perspectives and practicing humility.
If we are to avoid arguments, we are to avoid conflicts, it means that one person must give up his right for peace sake. It means that we all have to start recognizing that we have to respect each other's perspective and we have to start becoming more humble.
Businessman and past student of the Mason Hall Secondary School, Giovanni Williams, shared his story of growing up in a community that consisted of a lot of violence and getting into trouble in school, encouraging the students to rise above their challenges.
I have the power to change above my circumstances, above my community, above my situations, above my family situation.
Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
In a recent community consultation event held on March 7th, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine, alongside key officials including Secretary for the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport, Terence Baines, and others, unveiled a pioneering initiative aimed at empowering local communities across the island.
Terence Baines, Secretary for the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sports, set the tone for the gathering, emphasizing the importance of collective efforts in fostering the island's growth and prosperity.
We want to begin what I believe would be a significant encounter in our quest to have this greatest little island on the planet. It is our belief that we require everybody, all hands on deck, so to speak, child by child, family by family, community by community, and so on.
Baines articulated the necessity of decentralizing powers to local districts, highlighting the expertise and insight possessed by community members in managing their own affairs.
In order for us to do that, we feel that we have come to the place and time when there has to be some devolution of power as it relates to what takes place in the communities. We feel that the communities have come of age, that there are people that are sufficiently skilled in the various districts to manage the affairs of those communities. And so we have been working since last year and coming up with some policies and some ideas, discussing among ourselves at an executive level as to how we will engage this process.
Michelle Burris, Community Development Coordinator, echoed Baines' sentiments, emphasizing the division's commitment to a bottom-up, place-based approach to community development.
For a number of years, the division would have been working tirelessly on having some type of management model for the management of our community facilities. We believe that true community development is a bottom-up, place-based approach. Who best would know what is good for the community than the persons within the communities themselves?
Boris outlined the responsibilities accompanying the management of community facilities, stressing that it goes beyond mere possession of keys.
The division doesn't know everything, right? Ideally, we expect, and what we are aspiring to, is that the community through the village councils will manage these facilities, will have programs and initiatives that will redound to the benefit of all, youth, the elderly, in between, the unemployed, programs for skills-based training and so on.
With the groundwork laid during this consultation, stakeholders are poised to embark on a journey towards a more vibrant and self-reliant community. Trevisia Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
ACP Collins Hazel appeared on the Good Morning Tobago show this morning, where he spoke in detail about how security and crime detection can be improved in Tobago. He stressed the importance of collaboration between the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and the public. Here's more.
ACP Collins Hazel said that combating crime is a collaborative effort. He noted that greater involvement from the public will aid in reducing crime. The ACP shared that the TTPS works along with schools and communities, with the most recent being the town hall meeting held in Delaford,
where we engage the persons there within the community and hear their problems, hear their views. We have also moved ahead not only visiting schools, we have town meetings, we have station councils.
ACP Hazel shared more details about the station councils.
So we do have station councils outside there where the SDOs in charge of the station have a greater collaboration with the citizens and the other stakeholders in order to build relationship that they can work together.
He said this would result in a greater understanding of the problems in communities and how they can be addressed. Continuing, ACP Hazel revealed that the TTPS has acquired means of technology which will ensure their detection rate increases so that they can apprehend persons who commit crimes.
What I would want to employ, to advise our citizens to get involved in really is to get on board with technology. All of us on this island have a smartphone. And therefore, the smartphone is not just a WhatsApp as we like to do.
He said that at the last town meeting, he urged people to invest in security cameras for their properties. Furthermore, he announced that the first murder that occurred on the island this year had been solved and shared that the TTPS was close to solving the others. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates television news. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Our Sport Report is next.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Meet me down in the band, we come out of run in town, hey. Run in town again, run down way, run in town, run in town again, jump and way, run in town, run in town again, run in town. It's carnival, time to cross the stage. Look the truck them rolling, time to misbehave. We come out to make a story for the greatest carnival, yeah. And we go until the last drop of bacchanal. It's finest in the capital.
Scrub Ties brings to you our organic fat dissolving shots. Yes guys, our lemon butter shot breaks down stubborn fat, tightens any loose skin while increasing your metabolism. No side effects, no downtime. We also offer cavitation, cellulite treatment, butt, breast, hip dip fillers, weight loss, fertility IVs, and much more. Contact us on 495-6624 or follow us on Instagram at Scrub Ties Body Contouring.
Welcome to our Sport Report. Tariq Hosford, a five-time Carifta Games champion, has announced his retirement from track and field at 24 due to medical reasons. The Palatuve-born athlete was the national javelin throw champion in 2017 and was NACAC under-23 champion in 2021. More details in this report.
Hosford took to Facebook to announce his retirement from track and field. He began by expressing gratitude to everyone who supported his track and field career. However, he stated that due to medical issues, he is retiring from the sport. Although he did not state what the medical issue was, he stated that this isn't how he envisioned his journey, but believes everything happens for a reason. He extended thanks to individuals and organizations that guided him through his career, including the Zenith Athletic Club and Coach Wade Franklin. The 24-year-old also listed the National Association of Athletics, Administrations of Trinidad and Tobago, and the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee, as well as officials of his college team at Mississippi State University. His last competitive win was in April 2023 at the Joe Walker Invitational in Oxford, Mississippi, where he threw the spear 72.01 meters. Hosford's personal best was his 78.78 throw at the NCAA East Preliminary Round in Jacksonville, Florida in May 2019. He is still the holder of the javelin throw record 700 grams of 76.50 meters at the Carifta Games among boys under 18, which he achieved at Williamstad in April 2017. Hosford is one of only 4 Trinidad and Tobago athletes that hold records at the Carifta Games. He won Carifta gold medals in the event at the Games of 2018 and 2019 under 20, and in 2015, 2016 and 2017 under 18. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Bethel FC was hoping to advance to the Trinidad and Tobago Football League Tier 2 competitions, but Central Soccer World FC thwarted their efforts. The match ended with a 2-1 score in favor of Central Soccer World FC. Sport reporter Marcus Daniel has the highlights in this report.
Bethel FC couldn't capitalize on home turf advantage in the Trinidad and Tobago Premier Football League Tier 2, facing 6th place Central Soccer World FC at the Montgomery Recreation Ground last Saturday. Bethel suffered a disappointing 2-1 loss, marking their 3rd defeat in 6 games this season. Despite a promising start in front of a modest crowd, which included TFA President Kenny Alfred, Bethel in red saw an early chance missed by an offside call on a wayward header. In the 11th minute, Bethel seemed to find the back of the net, only for the goal to be disallowed due to a foul on the CSW goalkeeper during the build-up. However, it was CSW who broke the deadlock in the 35th minute, capitalizing on a spill from Bethel's goalkeeper off a free kick. Bethel's frustration continued as a subsequent goal was also ruled out for offside. Yet their spirits were lifted just before half-time when TJ Cadiz' diving header leveled the score at 1-1. The second half witnessed few clear-cut opportunities, with the visiting goalkeeper making crucial saves, albeit injuring himself in the process. With time ticking away, CSW FC snatched a late victory in the 90th minute through Elijah Payne as a long goal kick found its way into the net with only 3 touches. Bethel's defeat leaves them languishing in 13th place out of 15 teams in the league, with just 5 points to their name. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
In Tier 1 of the Trinidad and Tobago Football League, home advantage did not work in the favor of Tobago-based FC Phoenix as they faced off against Prison Services FC. The match was played at the Dwight York Stadium, and once again, here's Marcus Daniel with the highlights.
Prisons Services FC brought 1976 FC Phoenix's unbeaten run in the second round of the Trinidad and Tobago Premier Football League Tier 1 to a halt yesterday. Scoring on either side of halftime, they silenced the decent crowd at the Dwight York Stadium. Prisons dominated the opening minutes, and their persistence paid off when Juma Clarence capitalized on a loose ball in Phoenix's box in the 23rd minute. Despite Phoenix's efforts to equalize, their finishing was lacking. Coach D'Souza made changes that almost led to a goal, with Kerry McDonald's shot hitting the crossbar late in the second half. In the final minute of stoppage time, Prisons secured a win when Travis Byron eluded Javon Williams and found the net. Phoenix, buoyed by wins against defending champions Defence Force and Dominic's La Keto Rangers, aimed to climb from 8th to 6th place on the table. However, Prisons FC, sitting in 6th place, showed composure and capitalized on their chances to secure the win over the D'Souza's side. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
The weather report is next.
This is how it's gonna go.
is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look out below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look out below, 'cause this is your show. More, live more.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
TNTech has activated a SCA hotline in preparation for the exam on Thursday, 21st March. Principals and supervisors were informed by TNTech that from today until 3 p.m. on Thursday after the exam, they can call or text the TNTech hotline at 794-4823 or 794-7264 to inform of any disruptions in their electricity or safety concerns. The Commission's standard trouble report numbers, which are 800 bulb and 800 T-Tech, remain available. TNTech also shared that there will be no planned interruptions on the day of the exam, showing their commitment to the SCA students and wishing them luck in their examination. Here's a weather update from the T&T Met Office. Tonight, expect mostly fair skies with breezy conditions at times and the possibility of 1 or 2 brisk isolated showers. Temperatures will drop to 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow looks to be generally sunny with slight haze and breezy to windy conditions, though there's a small chance for a few brief passing showers. Winds could gust, particularly near showers. A mild to moderate concentration of Saharan dust is currently in the atmosphere, and of course, individuals sensitive to this should take the necessary precautions. Temperatures are set to climb to 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index reaching 36 degrees. The seas will be moderately rough, possibly turning choppy due to relatively strong low-level winds, with waves up to 2.3 meters in open waters and below 1.3 meters in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 6:07 and sunset at 6:13. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines before we go. Primary schools to be dismissed earlier than usual tomorrow as preparation of schools for SEA examinations begin. TPP starts election campaign with first public meeting. Houses and land parcels distributed to Tobagonians. And in sports, Tyreek Hosford retires from track and field. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.